Hi guys, welcome to part 3. This is the final part in plastic repair. Today I'm going to show you how to repair this guy, and I'm also going to show you how to repair this one. This is all fixed and ready to go now. This video has much less detail than the other two. If you want to know how to use the product, go back and watch part 1 or 2. They have all the detail of how the product works. Okay, as promised when we very first started these videos, here is the lift. That's just pinched on that back corner. That's the lift. That's supporting the whole panel on that repair. Okay, so that's it. The whole panel will stand up on its own and it won't break. So, we need to close this gap. Now, an easy way to do it is to unwind this all the way. So this fits over this, like a socket if you like. And then all you've got to do is wind the bolt on the end. Just wind the actual tightening mechanism and that will do the job just fine. Make sure you level here and you should be good to go. That's it. So now that's ready to have its first piece of glue put on it. What we're going to do is quickly mark a little groove in it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to drop some glue on it. So in this situation, because we have a perfectly flat surface, we're just going to drop a little bit of glue on here. And then that'll give something for our powder to stick to, because it is going to obviously go through the other side. We just need something to stick the powder to. The reason that I'm going outside this is because I want to put another piece of fiberglass on the outside of this. Now, this here we're going to put on here, like so. Once again, we're going to sink this in. We're going to drip some powder over the top. Once again, drip on the glue. Now the main areas we're concerned with obviously is across the crack. The actual outsides up here are just reinforcing. And that primarily is it. The piece of fiberglass will actually hold it in place, gives it more strength. It's like a reinforcing bar in a piece of concrete. It just makes it much stronger. And when you get cracks like that, it's a really good way of doing it, and it wouldn't hurt to do it on every single one. Some you just don't have to, but it's a good practice. And if you use this little system, it really does work well. So we will let that dry and come back in a little while, and we'll cut out the excess fiberglass and show you what it looks like. Part 4, the final part. So we're going to join this to this, and hopefully I'll show you a couple of little tricks on how to do this as well. So let's get going. Now, number 1, I've already, to cut a bit of time, taken a knife and scraped the inside edge of this. I've left this edge here as sharp as I can leave it, because I want that to be a really clean finish when we're done. And that's the same on both sides. So I've chamfered all of this edge has been left sharp. So if we can get this in this shot, I'll try to show you this up close. Can you see there is a chamfer on both sides? So the groove is there for the glue to fit into. So that there has a groove for the glue to fit into. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to put this together, because this needs to be fitted together in such a way that we want a nice clean fit on the back. So the surface that's showing to the eye, we need a really nice clean fit on that. So one little trick that I've learnt over time is to get a piece of tape and stick it on this back section up here. doesn't really matter where it goes, and then get it out of the way so you can see your groove. Put this in place as rough enough, rough enough, just get it in place. Then just pull this down and stick it to that, just so that it gives you something to turn the panel over to. So what we're aiming for is to get a nice fit like this, so that it is very, very close when we glue the other side. We're going to put this on the back of here, like so, and we're going to lift that out of the way, because what we want to be able to do is see that edge sit against this. So we want it nice and sharp, just like that, so that it is crystal. And then we put this down over here, like so. And we want that razor blade edge. Now if you have a look at that, you will see that that's a pretty sharp join through there. And then we can drop it over to the other side like this. We can get rid of this piece of tape, and that gives us a nice edge to join to on the other side. So now we've done that, we'll secure the other end so that our position is correct. So once again, we're going to stick this on here, and all we need to do is just join these together. Doesn't really matter how, just get them rough enough. Join them together like that, same deal. So get a straight piece of tape, run it down an edge. So find an edge, run it down the edge as close as you can to there. So you want it to be nice and sort of straight along this edge here. Stick it to the back piece, pull it out of the way so you can see it. Now you want to be able to see the crack. Sit it up so that it's really close, and then push it down. Now next thing to do, seal it. So wherever our crack is going through, we want to seal. So we don't get the glue running through. We do not want the glue to come on this side of the fairing if we can help it. That's all we have to do, and the same up here. Okay, that's that. Now when you look on the other side, you can normally see how well you're doing by how it looks in here. Another little trick that you can do if you want to be absolutely sure is you can seal half of the actual groove, and you only need a tiny little piece of glue in a corner like up in here. That will be enough to do the job. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin this round so that this faces us. The very first thing is to just seal a piece of this and a piece of this. It doesn't really matter how you do it. So the tiniest little bit of glue in there just to hold that in place. There you go. So very, very, very lightly drop the glue like that. And just try and let it go through on its own. That's not too bad at all. So what we can actually do is clear this off now and expose the other piece of that crack, and just drop this in here. There you go. So we're going to pull this off of here now, and we're going to seal that last little bit of this crack up here. So that's basically that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to reinforce this like we did the last one. So we're going to let that tack for a couple of minutes now and come back to it in probably 5 minutes. Then we're going to rough up the edge and put some fiberglass on it. Now, made a mistake before. It's not fiberglass I'm going to use, it's fiberglass tape. So I've already cut a couple of bits of tape here, one to fit into here and one to fit into here. So once we put these on, this job will be pretty well done. So we're just going to go ahead and fit them on like we normally would, and we should be okay. So let's just drop a little bit of, oh hang on, before we do any of that stuff we need to rough the edge up. Now that's all roughed up nice. There it is. Okay, that goes on like so. And that should do the job pretty nice. Now because we have a perfectly flat surface here, we can go straight ahead and just drop this straight on. And then we go ahead and drop our glue in like we did before. So what we're eventually going to do, we will trim all of the excess mat from around the edge. Once you get your head around how it all works, it's relatively simple. It's just a matter of repeating the process over and over and over. Don't be too greedy, don't try and do it all at once, it just never works. Just repeat the process and you're good to go. And that is it. Now all we have to do is cut the excess mat away, and that's as good as you're going to get. I will come back and show you the finished article when it's all trimmed up and ready to go, and that's us. Okay, here we have the finished article. This is what it looks like. This is the surface that you will see from the outside, so it's not a bad join. This is the other one. That will paint up nice once it's done, and the cracks are very smooth, the joins are very smooth. If you liked the video, or it was of any help to you, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. I will be bringing you, in the near future, the painting of these parts, so you can actually see what they look like when they're completely finished and ready to fit back on the bike. Okay, bye for now.